Hey guys, this is David. I was a wee bit concerned when I went to step outside of my house and almost fell over this very large box that's outside. I wasn't sure exactly what this large box was because, you know, on any given day it could be any number of like a million like pre-orders I've got outstanding from any company. But then I looked at the label and so this box was indeed from GameStop. And then I was also a little bit concerned because I was like, what in the hell would I have ordered this big from? GameStop of all places. But then I cut the tape on this box and found out that inside this box there was a bunch of brown paper, which I can just throw away like so. And then inside the box is just a random GameStop box full of action figures. What I like to see. So, I'm going to take this box now. I can pull this poorly packed bag out of here. They didn't put any bubbles or, you know, styrofoam or anything like that to protect those figures. So theoretically, they're all intact. We're gonna have to assume that they are. So let's see what is inside of this box. First, we've got this Super Mario 3D World set of 5 2.5-inch figures. I mostly bought this because it had a blue toad in it, and whenever I would play like one of those multiplayer, like 3-player or more modern Mario games, I'd always go for blue toad. I don't really like yellow toad for whatever reason. I'm kind of prejudiced against yellow toad, but I liked blue toad, and I wanted to get him here because, you know, this set was $24.99. I thought maybe it was like $12.99, but I see it was $24.99. I might have had to purchase this in order to get over a free shipping threshold or something like that. I'm not going to open that right this moment because that is not what I was interested in this bag. Let's see. We have also got something that I'm told is called Fire Toad, and Fire Toad is also from these modern video games. And on the back of the box for this, I see that they mention as an action feature, like it's something really awesome, 3 points of articulation. It's like, holy shit, this figure has 3 points of articulation. And now I kind of bust him open and want to see those points of articulation. I assume it's his 2 arms and his neck, but maybe the articulation is somewhere unexpected, like his legs or something, but I just don't think that's going to be the case. We will find out in just a moment. I do have this X-Acto knife out, which I could stab myself with at any time, so be prepared for that. But hopefully I'm not going to, you know, cut myself open and bleed to death on the air. All right, theoretically I've not cut the tape on this, and I have. And I can pull out Fire Toad. All right, so here's the box, and it's now been emptied out. And here we have this action figure of Fire Toad. He comes with 1 accessory, which is a fire flower. I think it would have been cooler if he came with some fireballs so that he could fire them. You know, an effects piece, something that would go by its hand, something like that to make this figure a little bit more interesting. Here is the fire flower. You can see the front and back of it. It's a very cheap, bendy plastic, but it's got a nice cartoony look to it. But let's get Fire Toad out of this box. Wow, this figure feels super, super, super duper cheap and light. I think this must definitely be just some sort of rotocast figure, probably in order to be able to get him to stand up because of his bulbous head. Like they had to make it hollow, but this definitely feels like a hollow figure. He does have this fire flower. I can't imagine if there is any way to make him hold it because his hands are not, you know, in any kind of gripping position for that. And I just don't see it. Like, I'm trying to get him to hold it. I guess I can kind of loop it around his arm so he can be like that holding his fire flower, but that's just really not going to happen. Anyway, this is Fire Toad. I was saying I was prejudiced against Yellow Toad. I don't consider this to be a Yellow Toad because this is clearly powered up regular Toad as Fire Toad. I don't know what I paid for this figure. Hopefully it wasn't too much. I think it was like $12.99. It's cute. I like it. But now we can come to the actual attraction that I placed an order with GameStop for. It is this multi-pack of Mario and Lemmy Koopa. This was advertised on the GameStop website as being 2-pack Mario and Lemmy with ball. And while I might have already purchased a Lemmy figure. I kind of feel like I have. Maybe I just purchased one for somebody else and sent it to them. I do not know that I have ever had a Lemmy figure. Well, I know for a fact I've never had one that's had a ball. So that was the selling point for this $14.99 set that made me place this like $50. I guess it must ended up being order with GameStop, wherein I got these weird like Cat, Mario, Luigi, and Toad figurines and this Fire Toad. The box is pretty cool. It's got a neat backdrop for, you know, being inside one of the castles in Super Mario Bros. 3 where you fight the different Koopa kids. But here we go. So we've got, is this Fire Mario or normal Mario? This must be Fire Mario because he is white with red. What the hell? Okay, so here's an insert. You can get this cardboard bricks for your Mario to, you know, hang around. If these were plastic bricks, he could stand on top of them or something, but he can't because, you know, they're a 2D solid piece of cardboard. I'm not sure why that was in the insert here with the actual toys. All right, but here's what I actually wanted, which is this figurine of Remy Koopa. We'll move Lemmy here closer to my phone so that you can see him a little bit better. I don't know that I can necessarily see him better, being mostly blind, but like I can tell that it's Lemmy Koopa. I can see his multicolored mohawk. Oh man, I wish I had a multicolored mohawk. Maybe there's still time for me to have that. Here is the ball. It feels super light and cheap and hollow and rotocast, just like that Toad did, and I guess that's fine. Let me put that down for a second. But I'm still trying to get this wand out. Now, I was amazed when I opened one of these other Koopa Kids in an earlier To Beat Unboxes episode that this figure actually, wow, this little 2.5-inch figure also has, no, he has more than 3 points of articulation. For some reason, this little figurine is better than that 4-inch scale Fire Toad, because this Remy Koopa, his head moves, and then both of his arms move. That's 3 points of articulation. And then does his wrist rotate? Yes, this wrist, the wrist that is, you know, gripping to hold this wand has its own point of articulation on it, making for 4 points of articulation. So this is actually a better figure than Fire Toad. And let's see, he's got a little hole here on the bottom of this ball so that I can place him onto this ball. There's a peg on the ball, and then he can like kind of roll around here. The ball has a little hole at the bottom of it that, oh fuck, that lets the ball balance. You can't see it because I don't have the camera set up in such a way that you can see the ball right now, but the ball is in fact balanced. And now I'm going to break Fire Mario out of this so that we can compare him with Remy Koopa. All right, so here's Fire Mario with his three points of articulation. His legs also do not move as you would expect. His head moves and his arms move. No fireballs, nothing like that. Can he go onto this ball? No, and the reason is that he does not have any holes in his feet. So actually, that little hole in one of Lemmy's feet is sort of like an action feature. So he does have this indentation so that the ball can be balanced somewhere carefully. He doesn't really peg very well into this hole, into this ball. In fact, he just kind of falls off close to instantly, so it's not really safe, but I'm sure it can be done, particularly with some putty. But anyway, here we have Fire Mario, Lemmy Koopa, ball. Can you see ball? I can't tell if you can see ball. It might be obscured by my hand. Ball and Fire Toad. So here they are. That's my unboxing of these World of Nintendo 2.5-inch and 4-inch scale figures from Jakks Pacific. Okay,